GP Turismo did recently just super us saying, "This brings me to the idea that they are trying to wrap up Metzen's original story, maybe by 10.0, so they can start with a fresh slate in 11. Interesting. It's almost like an Endwalker opinion, isn't it? You know, the whole thing is FF14 Endwalker is kind of like ending the story. And, of FF, and they're, I don't know, going to do something new afterwards. I don't think so, but I don't think so fully, but I do think that, I think we're actually already there, where the new team are taking it in their new direction. And I think this fresh slate that they've started, I think we're in it right now. I don't think Metzen planned to take us to the Shadowlands massively.
I can't imagine at all. It seems so out of that wheelhouse of storytelling.
Yeah.
I can't imagine it being the case.
So really to answer that question, I think you're on the money. The thing is, I actually think we're already there. It's already happened. Yeah,
not 100% because there are characters that are still there, but I feel like the characters we're currently dealing with have been adopted, to sort of put it a kind of weird way, have been adopted by the team's new direction. It's like Sylvanas and Anduin and Bane and all, they are all very much characters of the post-Legion era. Even though their setup was, like Anduin's setup stuff was in Legion, and so like Vol'jin was sorted out there. I think that stuff is all very... I think when the changing of hands, when the passing of the guard actually did go, changing of the guard, passing of the guard, when the change of the guard happened, all that stuff was successfully handed over, and I feel like Legion was the full stop on the original World of Warcraft story. Because obviously it, like, everything in World of Warcraft was the Burning Legion, and then other stuff, and now the Burning Legion does not exist.
Yeah, I think that, like, in BFA they wanted to reestablish themselves.
Yeah.
Kind of post-Legion, but I think just because the storytelling of BFA was a massive clusterfuck, that failed, and that's why people just feel like we're in an odd place with the lore. Yeah. But I think really, like, the Legion era, like, that's the end of the Metzen era lore. Where instead, now I think Metzen is a voice actor for the Warcraft lore. Not really, the sort of creator. So it's different to how it was.
I imagine when he comes in, they're like, "Oh, look at this cool stuff." And he's like, "Yeah, nice, sweet. Can I get back to War Chief after I voice my lines?"
No. I think Metzen's still hyped to be Thrall.
Yeah, I imagine he's excited, but I imagine he doesn't spend loads of time at Blizzard anymore.
Yeah.
If he ever did after leaving. Yeah. But I imagine, Telephone.
Ah, right. I cannot take this call.
Yep.
Apologies, Father. I'm currently live.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So, there you go, phone. We got from Matthew Gomez, who said, "Why is Sylvanas with the jailer if he's responsible for the Lich King and the death of her people?" Good question. Good question, because, yeah, man, I know, right? Okay, Matthew, I think it is because the Ranger General part of Sylvanas, like it's the, what were they called? Courage and the other one in the Folk and Fairy Tales.
Was it Regret and Acceptance?
Regret and Acceptance, yeah. Oh, yeah, who was Courage? No, Courage was Sylvanas.
Courage was Sylvanas. There's Regret and then there's Acceptance. I can't remember which one's which.
But basically, there is like a soul fragment that seems to be Ranger General Sylvanas that's just probably in the mall. Basically, it's all that soul splitting stuff that we saw with Uther and Frostmourne. So I think that the jailer has that, and it's kind of leverage. But I think the jailer is like, he's not trying to overtly just be like, haha, you're my lackey, here's my leverage over you. I think he's like, it's a bit more subtle and abusive, or something like that. So I think that's what's up with Sylvanas, and I think also she's genuinely sort of pissed and does buy into a lot of what he says, which is why she kind of would look past so much. But it is then interesting that, if the jailer's got shit in her, like if the jailer actually has something she wants, like a part of her soul, and then she starts to see the jailer do stuff like the domination of Anduin, I mean, that's when we literally see her have second thoughts. So that's worth thinking about. So yeah, good question. I think that's what's going on. Yeah, maybe Blizzard will prove us wrong. Who knows? So we do have from WithBastian, who says, obviously Calia is in the Shadowlands for the purpose of Arthas later in the expansion. I mean, yeah, that's why you'd put her there. I think so. Do you think there will be a take the crown, be better than me type deal between them regarding Forsaken Lordaeron lore? Now, that's interesting. That's, because like she is the next in line, but she kind of abdicated.
Yeah.
Like she abdicated in is it the sort of like post patch 8.2.5 content? There's like a stay a while and listen scene.
Yeah, with her
like
and-
Lillian Voss is there, Calia is there, a
Yeah.
few people, and I'm fairly sure Calia like kind of rejected being the leader.
Yeah,
Forsaken.
I think
So
everything there was setting up that Lillian would be the begrudging leader.
yeah, in which case that means that Calia is doing bigger than faction things.
Yeah.
But like I agree with you, she's obviously there because of Arthas stuff will happen.
Yeah.
How much do we know of their relationship?
Arthas and Calia?
It's really not much, is it?
No, it's only, I believe it's only stuff from early in Rise of the Lich King. And I don't
Yeah.
remember that very well. But I do remember it was, there wasn't anything crazy or weird or like they weren't secretly at each other's throats. As far as I can
Yeah.
understand, there was enough of a difference that they were like siblings, but
Yeah.
not
So
really
it's
much.
going to be more like what she means to him. You know, what
Yeah.
is like an Arthas has been through all of this stuff going to do, and he like sees his sister, and also sees that like she's some like crazy weird light
Yeah.
undead.
Also-
Him being Death Knight and light.
Yeah.
Is,
Also, is she in the Shadowlands?
I thought
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Well, for some reason, I'm trying to imagine. I can't remember her.
I'll
being there.
double check, but no,
Yeah.
I did think so.
Yeah, I don't remember. Arthas and Calia dated? Did they?
I don't think they. That's his
Right,
sister.
I'm gonna have to.
I have to assume that there is none of the old incest going on.
I'm gonna have to.
in World of Warcraft.
Gonna have to verify this because this is true. 'Cause, why do I vaguely remember this? Like, why do I vaguely remember this?
So, yeah, like, I
please?
mainly think it's going to be there so we can
Yeah.
have a reunion and have, like, Arthas be able to talk to somebody who truly knew him as he grew up.
Oh.
Really just know him.
Hmm.
And I think that's why Callie is there. That and maybe some light stuff could happen.
Yeah.
So that's what I think in that one. I guess while you sort of Google that, I'll...
Yeah. Well, that definitely didn't happen.
Okay, good. So
at
they're
least,
not...
at least from what I've got here, she what it called? She tried to. Oh yeah. Oh. Yeah. I can't believe I never read this. Calia has a daughter. That's a bit of an aside, but yeah, Calia has a daughter. And was raised away from Lordaeron, ignorant of her birthright. Cool. So there's some Lordaeron stuff to think about.
Interesting.
Yeah, but I
Let's
don't
throw
see
that in the Lordaeron bucket.
yeah, I don't see anything about. I don't see anything about them being together.
Gotcha.
Yep.